Hey, what's up guys? Charles Dove here, and I want to show you how I was able to take my tech client, Funded Traders Club, from $20,000 a month in revenue to $60,000 in just under 1 month. So there was a lot of AI I used, and as you can see here, we're a little bit down from last month, but using automation and using AI, I was able to build a lot of systems that relieved the team from doing things manually. So first thing I want to show you is this dashboard, right? This is the admin dashboard. We have a user management system, support ticket system, which we'll get into, course section, and able to track payments and all these fun things. So I'm going to log in as a user so we can take a look as to what's going on the user side. As you can see, this client does a specific service in terms of getting traders funded and helping them use AI tools to trade. We have a support system, course dashboard. So how did I build this? And we're going to go over who Alfred is. You guys know Batman, and you know he's got Alfred. So I built Alfred for this client. We're going to take a look at something called Replit. And I'm not keen on terms. I know how to use these platforms, and this Replit software here isn't going to be the best website or software builder, but it's definitely going to be usable. So this is the front end of the website. Of course, we have a funnel that we use for getting appointments through paid advertising, but I want to show you the capabilities of using something like Replit to build websites. You could use something like Figma if you want to. There might be some better website builders, but what I really enjoyed about using Replit was building the members portal. So we're going to log in, and it's the same thing that I showed you. This is the admin dashboard, and then I'm going to log in as a user again. And I'm going to show you Alfred. So part of the reason we're able to scale up is because using AI to automate your support or reduce the friction and reduce the amount of hands you need on deck for people to deal with clients, to answer tickets. Everybody and their dad and their mom are going to want to open tickets every time they have an issue. So how do we reduce that and reduce the amount of people we need? You build something like Alfred. So I'm going to give him a prompt, and I'm going to say something like, hey, I'm having issues with my VPS, and where is the status on my prop firm challenge? You guys are passing for me. Whatever, good enough. So we see Alfred gave a decent answer. We're using NAN to automate this, and we've connected I think it was the GPT-5 mini model to respond. Alfred's got a nice database. I've connected him to a Google Drive, so he's got access to a lot of knowledge from the company, and I've connected it to a database on supabase.com. So solid answer, that's fine. What I really like about Alfred is that he's going to give everybody a hard time for they're able to open up a ticket. So you're going to have to chat with Alfred before we're going to sit down and answer your specific concern, because Alfred's job is to make sure that he helps them without me needing to go in or my client needing to go in and answer people manually. Because most people have very simple questions, same questions, and this knowledge base can update itself over time, and the AI is going to learn how to answer it better and better. So I'm going to prompt him something like, hey, I just need to open a ticket. So sometimes, it's AI. He's going to give them either a hard time, or if he really can't help, he's going to allow them to open a ticket. So this software on Replit, I was able to build a file upload system, message, subject, all that good stuff. So I'm going to put a test in, right? I'm going to show you guys something even cooler now. Now we're going to get into the next things I'm going to show you here in a sec. So the client can go into their support ticket section. Let me just refresh this. So the ticket's going to be opened, and on the admin side with the software, now the admins can answer tickets, but only if Alfred can help them. And one of the cool things is we have it automated here, so all the tickets that want to come in, or the tickets that are open, it's going to be automated into the team side. I've also automated appointments that are booked alongside. On the GoHighLevel side, there are automations that you can set up that reduce the front end having to chat with people or text people. So let's see, for example, Dion. So he was booked, he was rescheduled, I have it automated. He gets a simple email with a pre-call video to watch, which this pre-call landing page I also created on Replit that I showed you, where I created the backend software, automated text, automated follow-up when it's about an hour or a day before. So very, very, very powerful stuff. Automating these things, having to text people, it's just, it reduces, it causes human error. Human error becomes a variable. But when it's automated, these things create a system. And how do you get your time back? And how do you create a environment where you can be less of an operator and more of a owner? It's by using systems. It's by using AI nowadays. So let's go back to what we're looking at here. There was a touch point I wanted to get into. So we looked at the dashboard. I showed you a little bit about Replit, how I was able to build the website, and how I was able to build the backend software. And I'm nobody special, guys. I'm not somebody that's like this super intelligent tech guy. I'm just somebody with passion. I got some aptitude, and learning the specific skills, as in using Replit, using AI to automate and create systems, is just something you have to learn, right? So I showed you guys how this is automated. If you guys are familiar with GoHighLevel, if not, it's something you should study up on. Incoming lead automations, we have I have a master pipeline or master workflow, and I have an assignment system set up, and there are 1,010 ways you can go about using GoHighLevel. Seriously, like, it goes on and on and on. But I have a couple triggers. Contact trigger, hashtag typeform leaks. I use a typeform for lead submission, so they would come through. They're tagged a certain way. Based on the tags, I have whether they're qualified or not. I have follow-up workflows that get set up depending on that. So let's come here. And this is one of the sales guys I hired, and this is where the workflow happens for the automation of the client or the appointment set. And this makes life so much easier, guys. So much easier. So for people who aren't qualified, what's going to end up happening is there is a section, which I'll come over here to the, where is it? Qualified, no opponent, qualified, or not qualified, less than $1,000 they have to spend. And this is where they'll get a quick, simple text from our appointment setter. And I have it set up to an AI agent. So the AI agent will try to further qualify somebody who's not initially qualified for our higher ticket packages from this client. And if they have a certain credit score, or maybe they were lying about what their funds are and what their experience is, the AI will then self-schedule instead of having to go in manually. So now you have a system where people who are qualified are automatically touched and assigned to a closer. And you have a system where people who aren't qualified, but maybe are qualified but didn't schedule an appointment, can be automatically handled by an AI agent. And a lot of the AI agent stuff I build is all through NAN. So very, very cool stuff, guys. There's a couple other touch points I want to make here before I let you guys go. So this is one of the funnels that we're using. I initially built this one on GoHighLevel. GoHighLevel is not the best funnel builder, but this is what we have, and the mobile version is a little different. But what I wanted to show you guys is this Typeform, right? So this Typeform is where people are qualified. There's a scoring system on Typeform. So this is a huge qualification, less than 1,000. They're not going to be able to book. So let's just put, whatever details here. I don't want to overcomplicate it. I'm not going to be qualified, and I'm going to be automated into a system that I showed you. This system is what will trigger. So we're catering to people who haven't booked, who can't book, seeing if they're qualified, downselling them automatically with AI if we need to. Appointments are handled accordingly, and then people who maybe we need to follow up with from a close that maybe they have the money but they're not ready to move forward right away. Those things, high ticket clients, those are handled a little bit more manually. There's got to be some discretion in your system, and every business is different. Not every business is going to use the same lingo, same texts, same processes. So we need to be aware of that. There's not one custom solution for every type of business. Everything varies. This isn't a binary thing, this or that, yes or no. It takes thought, takes intention. Everything needs to be intentional. I'm going to give you guys a free tip here. So when it comes to finding and building a sales team, a lot of it comes from experience. Hiring, firing, there's a lot of tutorials you can find online, but a lot of it comes down to experience. But when you're building a sales team, how do you find closers? And I don't know if many people know about this, maybe you do, but the simple free tip is going on Facebook, looking in high-ticket sales groups, high-ticket closers and setters, and you'll be able to put out job descriptions. You could use ChatGPT to create your own. You come here and ask it to create a job description for whatever it is that you want to put together. And you just paste it here, and a lot of people are going to reach out. So when it comes to finding salespeople, vet people, go on Facebook. When it comes to building websites, backend software, use something like Replit. When it comes to automating appointments, you got GoHighLevel. You can even use NAN even further to get more customization, because NAN is just like Zapier and like GoHighLevel automations on steroids. So yeah, this is somewhat of the system that I use to get these business owners of Funded Traders Club out of the front end, out of the front lines, to be focused on building the business, building their actual product, focusing on fulfillment, and not having to deal with the prospects that they're closing or they're trying to close, not dealing with support. That's the biggest bottleneck for this client. And we were able to create a custom solution that fulfilled and created a solution for these problems. So instead of just making $20,000 a month, they were able to scale up. They had the salespeople in place. They had the systems to reduce the hands-on they needed for support. We have the systems that can handle lingering leads that haven't set an appointment yet. And we've created a tight system that allows for appointments set to be notified and emailed and text almost instantaneously. So, and internally structuring things with the team, right? Managing your team on something like Slack. Slack is great because you're all in one place. No WhatsApp, no text strings, no text groups, no Facebook Messenger, none of that. We just have one place to communicate. We have our systems in place to automate the things that will give us our time back so that we can make more money and build our products and build our services and focus on fulfillment. So if you guys have any questions or you felt like you got some value out of this, leave a comment below and I would love to connect with you guys. I'm going to be attaching my landing page in the description as well. So any which way, I'd love to hear from you guys. And I hope you guys have a blessed day, productive day. Take care.